I'm Annie, and I gave birth to my daughter in 1941. My name's Ann Rayburn, and I have 4 children. One of them is 71, the next one is 65, and the next one is be 60 in October, and the other one is 48. It was 1940. Well, she actually was the only one I planned, and I was real excited. Of course, I knew nothing about what having a baby meant. But I had my family around me and everything, and it was just, I was happy. Well, they would just examine you and see that everything was still okay. Of course, they'd take your blood pressure and listen to your heart and all that kind of stuff. It was just sort of a routine thing, just to see if things was progressing okay. No x-rays or no nothing like that. Well, I kept feeling these little pains, and I think I was in town with some of my family. They used to come to town on Saturdays, and I was with them, and I didn't know what it was, but I just figured that was what it was. But anyway, that was it. I just went home, and in the middle of the night I had to go to the hospital. It was a private hospital. This old doctor and his 2 sons doctored there. And when I went to the hospital that morning, there was sleet and ice on the sidewalks. It was terrible. It was on a Saturday morning. This one doctor, he'd get on a bench every now and then, and they had this room fixed up for him, and that's where he would go to sober up, I guess. And he was gone at that time, and it was the only room available, and that was the room that I was in. And it was right next to my doctor's office. Whenever I entered the hospital, they started sedating me, and I remember vaguely them bringing me lunch that day, but then after that, I didn't remember anything until after she was born on Sunday night. I stayed in the hospital 4 or 5 days, and I was not allowed to put my feet on the floor for 14 days. You stayed in the bed for 14 days back then. My husband would carry me to the table to eat and everything. I think she weighed close to 8 pounds, and she was so cute. She was so little, and when I'd bathe her, I'd put her in the middle of the bed. I was afraid I'd drop her or something. You just fall right in.